Hey guys, welcome back to Life with Angela. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much my love for watching one of my videos once more. And if you're new here, please feel welcome. Please feel free. I don't bite. This is a very safe platform for you to comment, subscribe, share and like and do whatever you want to do. So today's video is a story time. So this is my very first story time. So as you've seen by the title, I got left behind. So there was a school trip. My whole class was going on a trip and I got left behind. So without wasting more time, let me get right into the video and explain what happened detail by detail. So guys, I woke up on the day of the trip. I showered, I got ready, I looked nice. I think it was the time when I had dreadlocks on my head. Yeah, I had a nice hairstyle going on. Then my mother packed a lunchbox for me with all the snacks. I mean, we know that as a black person, when you go on a trip, you will have chocolates and everything, sweets, chips, everything that you could think of. Yeah, so the transport that I used on a daily basis came and fetched me because I was supposed to get to school by, was it 6 a.m.? I think it was 6 a.m. So they fetched me in time, obviously. Then we drove, like, we collected a few people here and there because it was not, our taxi did not only carry people from my area. Like, we carried people from other areas also, surrounding areas. So we carried other kids, we collected other kids, then from there we drove. So I live basically, let me just say it took us an hour to get to school. It took us an hour, to get to school. Because collecting people takes a lot of time. Yeah. So, yeah, we drove. Everything was okay. We played music in the taxi. Everything was fine. I was excited. And I was a bit sick that day. Yeah, I was a bit sick. But then everything was okay. So we used the R81 road. Then when we got to Jagpad, we turned left. We turned left. Then we used the road that links to the R36. Yeah. So somewhere along that road, we got to a place where it's a transport company by the name of Vetgrants. So it's where trucks park. So we were passing by that area where those trucks park. Next thing, we get a puncture. Yes. We get a puncture. And by that time, so the thing is, with my transport, we didn't have one taxi. We were a lot of learners, so they divided us into two taxis. So the other taxi was not even near us by that time. It was way behind us. So we all got off. The driver tried to fix, but then I think there was something that he was missing. Yeah, there's something that he was missing because he couldn't fix the wheel. And then after waiting for about 20 minutes or 30 minutes, the other taxi now came. They came and then I had to tell the driver, hey, I'm going on a school trip. Please, can I pass with this other taxi? Yeah, so they made an arrangement that, because there were like 3 schools in the taxi. Like, we were going to different schools. And there were schools that wanted their kids early in the morning. So we had to prioritize those kids whose schools wanted them early in the morning over those who can arrive around 7:30 or 8. So I was one of the people who got to get prioritized because it was a trip and it comes once in a lifetime. It doesn't come every day. Yeah, so I climbed that other taxi. When we got to school, I'm trying to look around. Where's the bus? Okay, I don't see a bus. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm too early. Then I got off. I went to my class. When I get to class, there's nobody. You know that shock thing that hits you. Like you're shocked. Where's everybody? And I don't want to believe that people are not there. I'm like, okay, maybe they went to they went to pray in another class. So I went around the school. None of my classmates are there. None of my classmates are there. Woo! Father God. None of my classmates were there. Then I asked some other teacher. They said that the bus had left. So that's how the bus left me, guys. Just because we got a puncture on the way. Yeah, ne? In life, ne? So I was so sad that day that the bus left me. And I just wanted to get my money back, my 60 rand. I just wanted my money back, because you don't just pay and don't go anywhere, man. If I didn't go, they must give me my money back. They must give me my money back. I went to the admin office. I spoke to the receptionist about my situation, who the bus left me, and I want a refund. Because obviously, I didn't even go to the place where I paid my money for. So they told me that they can give me my money back because they already paid the transport guy. They already paid the ZZ2 people. And everything is just paid. Everything is paid. There's nothing they could do about my money. Then I was so sad about my money. But then I was like, it's just 60 rands. Then I left. I went to my class again. I get there. So quiet. Everybody left. With our teacher, like everybody left. I was like, I'm 1 hour away from home. What am I going to use to go home? That time, my mom is very far at work. My dad is very far at work. And like there was nobody that could take me home by that time. And it was still early in the morning. Remember that I even got prioritized. So other people who were involved in the puncture with me, who were coming to my school, had not even yet arrived. That's how early I was. So I was early, but then not early for the bus. So I didn't know what I was gonna do the whole day. That time I was young, like I wasn't feeling comfortable using taxis. Like I didn't feel like it was safe for me because I was young by that time. So I went around the school to look for things to do, like what could I do the whole day. That time it didn't even like clock my mind that I could study, because I was still in grade 5 or 6. Like studying was not something you could easily think of. Yeah, because I didn't have any academic pressure. So I went to the grade R class, yeah, because I've always been a person who loves children, who loves kids. So I went to the grade R class. Yeah, the class teacher was Miss Cricket, yeah. So I went to Miss Cricket's class. I got there. Then I volunteered to be an assistant teacher for the whole day. Yeah, so I got there. The kids were so kind, so welcoming, and I enjoyed spending my time with them. I think they were doing puzzles and games, sleeping and everything. Mara, good, I felt the pain when it was break time. That time I was a prefect. All my prefect, my fellow prefects were gone. Like, who was I gonna do the duty with? Because during break time we had duty, and I was doing duty alone that day. I was doing duty alone. I was alone the whole day. During break I was alone. I did duty alone. That break was the longest break I've ever had in my life. Ooh. Then we went back to class. Yeah, we went back to class. Then we continued doing those fun activities with those kids. It was me and Miss Cricket. So we continued having fun with the kids, because in grade R, they basically learn how to write their name. No, it was PR where they learn to write their names. So in grade R, they were just doing fun things in J. Then it was after school. I think it was around 2 p.m. There comes the bus. If I remember well, it was not a Great North, it was an MBS bus. The bus gets there, people get off. I went to my class. I went to fetch my school bag. My school bag had all those delicious things. They were still there. I didn't touch them. My classmates got to me. They didn't laugh at me. Guys, planned kids will never bully you, Shem. Planned kids. So they didn't laugh at me. They hugged me. They comforted me. I didn't feel bad anymore. Then they gave me. So there at the ZZ2 company, they gave them those tiny tomatoes. If you've bought from ZZ2 before, you will know. Those tiny, they call them cherry tomatoes, if I'm not mistaken. So like the ZZ2 company gave each and every learner their own box of tomatoes. Yeah, because we paid. So my box was also there. So I got to carry those tomatoes home. And that was the best thing about that day. The best thing about that day was that I got to carry my tomatoes home together with my bag full of goodies. So I don't know what they did there, but I saw some few pictures, but like some things happened for a reason. And I think comparing going to the trip and staying behind with those kids, I think staying behind with those kids was more fun, because I had fun, to be honest. Even though I was not happy, but I had fun, because I love being around kids, and my inner child just rejoices when it sees kids. And yeah, so I still got those tomatoes even though I didn't go to the trip. So like that 60 rand at least added some value in my life. So I carried those tomatoes home. And yeah, that's the end of the story. There's no moral of the story. Okay, the moral of the story is don't rely on your transport. I think my parents should have taken me to school that day, because ever since that day I've had trust issues. Shame. But then everything is okay now. Like everything's okay. I don't know if I've healed, but then yeah, I'll be okay. But thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please comment what do you think about my story, and if you've watched up until this part, you can comment down below with a tomato emoji. Yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Love you loads, Kesana.